because Joy, you'll be happy to know I figured out how to do that a lot easier than it was before. So yay, thumbs up. So welcome everybody. I, first of all, am going to just say a huge, I've got a big old glare in the back of my room there. Huge thank you about last month. I mean, it was incredible and exhausting and difficult and terrifying and awesome all at once. And I think you guys can all agree with me that that's kind of how it was. It was kind of insane. For me, it was all day long, kind of constantly checking things, keeping us on pace, going to bed every night. And I was able to sleep, thank God, for Mega X and our ProBio 5. But then I wake up and then it would just hit me. I'm like, oh, here we go again, another day. What do we got to do? It was insane. It was, people asked me what I did the night after we hit. And I'm like, I didn't celebrate. They're like, did you celebrate? I'm like, I had a raging headache. My son rubbed my feet. I drank a beer and watched Shark Week. So that was my awesome celebration. It was pretty awesome. But it was just the culminating. And then the next couple of days, we still had all those promotions coming. So it didn't really end until, Tuesday morning. And then we're starting all over again because we have a lot of fun things going on. And I'll do it in a minute. I'll turn on the light in a minute. We have a lot going on that I want to make sure that you guys all know about. Take notes if you need to, because July was insane and crazy, but there's a lot of insane and crazy things coming. So first off, I want to tell you guys that you might have already seen that, but my two uplines are twin sisters. If you did not know that, some of you are new. Most of you know that though. Emily Walter and Amy McGinnis, and they are both shooting for Sapphire this month. So it's going to be exciting. They're going for the double mint Sapphire twin promotion. So you're going to be seeing a ton of more incentives. At least they're not coming from me. More incentives and more deals out there, and more contests and stuff, which kind of makes things really exciting. I'm going to try to stagger them as much as I possibly can because it gets a little overwhelming. I mean, even Sylvia was throwing stuff out there, and I'm like, which is awesome, but it gets a little, things get buried and it gets very confusing. So those of you who run a team page, definitely, if there are any questions at all, please come to me. Like, what is this contest? What do I need? What's important? Because obviously, the lower you go in levels, some of them may or may not pertain to you. But the majority so far has pertained to pretty much everybody. But that's going to be happening. It's going to be super exciting. There's going to be a big old push for Sapphire. And thank God it's not us, right? Woo! But at the same time, we're all a huge part of that adventure, that big old endeavor that they have, and it's going to be really exciting to see what's happening. So that's what's happening in our world, which is awesome. Another thing, this is August. This is the last month for Leaders Retreat credits. So what you're going to want to do is look at where you are, look at what you need, and go for it. So if you're at like 400 or 500 credits right now and you need 200 and some odd credits, then you need to figure out how many customers and ambassadors that you need to add, because you want to be there, you guys. You want to be at this event. It's going to be amazing. And then you need to get with your team, because we have all the opportunity in the world to make those credits happen with what's going on, and I'll talk about that in a minute. So last month for Leaders Retreat credits, you need to sit down and figure out, what do I need? What PV do I need in order for me to get there? If you are new and you are not sure what Leaders Retreat is all about, it is basically this awesome trip that Plexus sends its, top people to. There are about 600 and something thousand ambassadors on our team, on our company. More than that. There was 600,000 a couple months ago, so we know there's more than that now, especially after June's craziness. And last year, I think maybe 1,800 make it, and then they're allowed to bring a guest. So think about that. 1,800 people out of 600 and something thousand people make this event. So it really is kind of the cream of the crop, and those people who really desire to go there, and you can be any level, anybody can achieve it. So a lot of you guys have been going for it for a couple of months. Look at what you need to do and make that push, you guys. Make that push. I definitely, if you want to reach out to me or reach out to your upline and say, what do I need to do? I can help you figure out the math. I'm not exactly the best mathematician, but I think that we can figure some kind of a plan out. And I've been reaching out to a lot of you leaders in the last couple of days too, to kind of figure that out as well. So that's happening. But we also have all of the awesomeness going on with the corporate incentive. And I want to make sure that everybody understands what the corporate incentive is and what it is not. Okay, so this month, it's all about gold and ranking to gold. Now, for me, I'm kind of bummed about it because my husband ranked to gold last month. Okay, yay! He's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, well, yeah, whatever. And we had a couple of other you ranked to gold, which is amazing accomplishment. I was talking to somebody earlier today, I think it was Alicia, I think she's on here right now, and how difficult getting to gold is. It was my most difficult up until Emerald. It was my most difficult promotion because you're doing a lot of it on your own. And you don't necessarily have a lot of people working with you at that point. Sometimes you do, but it's rare. So gold is difficult. So if you are going for that, that is something that is huge. And the fact that they're giving, if you rank to gold for the first time, you get a double bonus. It's normally $250, but you get a $500 bonus. That is huge. There are probably 3, 4, 5 people maybe on this team that are close to gold. They're close. And it is something that is doable. It's going to be a push, but it is definitely doable. If you're a gold ambassador and you have dropped rank, maybe you fell, like 90 or 95 points or whatever it was below that 100 points. I don't even know what that means. Yay. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm reading some text over here. Sorry. If you have fallen below, you can re-rank to gold, which means getting enough pay points to get back up to 100, and you'll actually get your bonus again. How cool is that? I love our company. Now, a lot of you guys will remember that last month we had the silver incentive as well, where you got again, it was similar where if you re-rank, you got your $100 bonus. If you got to silver for the first time, you got a double bonus, and then that you would actually receive over 2 payments if you maintained your silver into August. Same thing's going on this month, except there is no re-rank for silver this month. There is, if you rank to silver for the first time, which a lot of you guys are super close or have never done, this is something that you want to make sure you do, because instead of a $100 bonus, you get a $150 bonus. If you remain silver in September, you get that additional $50 bonus. Also, the person that is above you that helps you, your upline, will get a $50 bonus. I forgot to mention with gold, if you have an ambassador that hits gold, you get a $100 bonus. So if you have an ambassador right now that's super close to gold, you're helping them hit $100. You're going to figure out a plan together. I know, Julie, you have somebody that $100 would be amazing, right? Definitely. So we're getting your ambassador to gold for sure. And a lot of you all, I have actually 2 people that are kind of close. So I'm like, come on, people, let's figure that out. So it is definitely something, and I love the fact that they're rewarding the upline too, because it shows that we're working together and we're a team. And I think that that's amazing of our company to do that and incentivize different ranks. It's awesome. So that's what's going on. If you re-rank to gold or rank to gold, there is you can either get your original bonus or double bonus, and the person, your sponsor, gets $100. If you are silver and you get to silver for the first time, you get that double bonus as well, especially if you continue to be silver in September. So that is that. If there are questions about that, I'll answer at the end. So that's huge. So, well, I won't talk about that yet. The other thing that we have going on under the whole Dare to be a Diamond team, and you guys have seen it, I've been talking about, is the shopping event. Raise your hand if you've done a shopping event before. Yeah, I can't see the blocks of people out there. I don't know if they're raising their hand or not. But the shopping event has been extremely successful. We've done it twice. We're thinking about doing it every quarter, at least three times a year, because it's been so successful. It is a minimal buy-in of $10. And if you are not running the event, then it's so easy for you. And Joy and I are now doing our second. Yay! Because we like to really make ourselves hurt a lot. No, I'm just kidding. It's really fun. It's actually not too bad of an endeavor, but it's some work. But we want to be in on it because we want you guys to be in on it, and we want to represent our team. So it's a $10 buy-in to Kristen. If you're not sure what that PayPal email is, it's on about 1 million different things. If you can, 1 million different posts that we've pretty much posted over the last couple of days, but I can repost that as well later on tonight. We PayPal her $10. Why are you PayPaling her $10? It's the buy-in to get to the group. The group, once you are in the group, you have free reign to invite anybody you want to this shopping event. Now, what is the actual event? It is basically going to be an opportunity event on steroids, pretty much. It's going to be amazing. We're going to start probably in the next couple of days providing information about products, testimonials, live, going live on the group page so people can see. The actual event will be on the 20th for about an hour or so. 5:30 Pacific Standard, Eastern time is 8:30, so we're reaching all time zones. It'll be a Sunday, so I know that can be a little a pain, but at the same time, we're going to get people there, right? We figured that would probably be the best for all coasts, all time zones, and wouldn't interfere with people's work because most people don't work on Sunday. Even we know some people do, but whatever. So that's when it's going to be. The event itself will have some videos, some information. We're going to tweak the videos a little bit this time, maybe be a little bit more just outreaching to more people. We're going to have some men on it and stuff, which is kind of nice because Plexus is for men too, because my husband loves it. He's looking good too right now. Anyway, so that event is going to be that Sunday. Then there will be a series of 4 or 5 days where people have the opportunity to make a purchase, and they'll post that purchase on a thread. You don't need to worry about all this right now, but they'll post that purchase. And once they post that purchase as a preferred customer or a new ambassador with a welcome pack, they are in the drawings for all these high-end things that we're going to be spending or buying with all of your $10. Last year, Joy and I did about almost $1,000 with our event that we had last time. So we had stuff from a Tory Burch tote to rustic cups to Birchbox subscription boxes, $50 Amazon cards, a lot of fun stuff. We did a Amazon Echo, those types of things. So it appeals to more than just girly girls. But it's going to be a fun thing. I think we had like 18 giveaways last time, so we're hoping for more this time around. And if you have friends that like to win things and like pretty things and like shiny things, then this is the way to get them in. This is the way to say, hey, you make any purchase, there's no minimum unless you're an ambassador, you are in on these drawings. And you want to make sure that they know that there's a good probability they can win, because if there's 18 to 20 drawings, they have a good chance of winning. And it's really exciting. We do the drawings on that final Friday, and we do them live, and it's really fun. And then we get all the prizes out to everybody, and we're done. But it's such a huge opportunity to get the information out. And it's really easy for you to do your daily IPA. If you're new, IPA is not the beer. It is the, now I can't remember what it is. I don't even remember. Something personal something. Joy, tell me what it is.
Income-producing activity.
Joy, tell me what it is again.
Income-producing activity.
Income-producing activity. This is where my brain is right now. Income-producing activity. Okay, so I'm going to mute people again. That was fun. Finish. Okay, I think we're all good again. Okay, so income-producing activity, because we're basically telling you what to do and how to message people. We have a lot of different variations of how to message people. Definitely tweak it and make it personal, but you're going to personally invite a bunch of people. Do not go to your friends list and dump them all into this group, because number one, they're going to be annoyed at you, and number two, that's not what this is about. And it's exclusive. We want people that want to be there, to be a part of this, to learn about the products, to want to maybe purchase and win something. So reach out, personally invite people. I'm going to be doing daily challenges on my page. I think I have one today that says reach out to 10 people and message them about the shopping event. I did that today because last month was a crazy month, and I had to get back to working my personal business as well. So I did that today. I reached out to a bunch of people, and I got 3 yeses. So score, right? We'll take that. So you're going to reach out personally to people. You're going to invite them to this event. They're going to get into the group, and the rest is pretty much done for you, except for your own personal follow-up and reminding them to attend. Now, the question's going to come up, who do I invite? And who can actually get into the event? First of all brand new potentials. Anybody you know is eligible to get in on these prices. Second thing, if you have an inactive ambassador or an ambassador who does not purchase consistently, I am not making this super public because I don't want there to be confusion, but you guys, a lot of you can just carry that information to your ambassadors. If there's somebody who's inconsistent, they don't order all the time, please invite them to come to the event. Don't just throw them in there, but invite them to come to the event and tell them, if you make a 100 PV order and get active this month, you are eligible for the prices as well. So a lot of those people that we got active last month, maybe don't get active very often, we would love to keep them on the products, right? These products are amazing, and we want them to stick because we want them to keep taking them because they're awesome and their health is going to be improved and they're going to feel better and they're going to think less about the money that it costs and more about the amazingness of our products and and how good they feel. So we're going to be reaching out to every single person that we got active last month that is inconsistent and saying, you know what, here's an awesome opportunity for you to, number one, stay on the products, but also to maybe win some prizes. And that's a good incentive for them to keep ordering. So inactive ambassadors or inconsistent ambassadors are all eligible. What was the other thing I was going to say about that? Oh, and then any old, I even invited customers that I looked through my customer list, and I was explaining this to a couple people. Go to your customer list. There's a workaround if you can't find it in your back office, but there's a customer list that you can go to. If you click on member summary, you can go to your customer list from there, and it works. And look at all your customers that you've had over the last however long you've been here. It could have been 6 months, 2 months, it could have been 2.5 years like it was for me. And I went through those and I looked at customers who hadn't ordered for 1.5 years. And I invited them because we've had new products since then. And that's a perfect opportunity for them to try new things. So I'm inviting them to the event as well. And that they're fair game as well too. We want them back on the products because again, we're utilizing what we have to help us meet those goals of, increased PV and obviously paycheck, and we want products in people's hands. So those people are people that you can go when you're thinking about who do I invite, that kind of thing. The next thing that's happening is huge, and this was all Joy's baby, and I'm actually going to have her talk about it. She didn't know that, but I'm going to have her talk about it. Joy, will you talk to us about the silver group that you have geniusly thought of?
Yes, geniusly thought of. So, okay, so I truly believe that the key to our businesses moving forward is to develop new silvers. So, you sign a new ambassador, your goal is to get them to silver as soon as possible, and then you've got them working on getting their people to silver as soon as possible. So, sorry, my phone's dinging. So I thought since we have the corporate double bonus that we need a support group. So we are doing the FFP August Silver Stars. And basically what I'm going to be posting in there, and I'm going to probably go live on it tomorrow and then get the meat and potatoes started on Saturday. We are posting the Silver and 7 posts, if you guys remember those, just like daily activities that we want our new ambassadors to do, or these are people that, and myself included, that want to go silver this month too, not just brand new people. So it's for everybody who wants to add in 3 new people. So we're going to be using the Silver and 7. We'll probably reference the roadmap. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Roadmap in your back office. We'll probably
roadmap.
Yeah, rank up roadmap. Thank you. We'll probably talk about that. We'll have some testimonials, and I'm going to be calling on some of you guys to get in there and I honestly don't want jewel testimonies. I want people who, sorry, Alyssa. I want people who can get in there and share that have just hit silver, that are new, that are golds, that are, not super, on such a different field than our new people. We want it to be relatable. So I'll be asking some of you guys to go live in there. But then the other piece of this that I think is super important and that I'm going to be trying to do with my people is not just leaving them in a group. I'm going to be forming some smaller messenger threads. So like I've got Heather who joined, and she has 2 new ambassadors. No, she has 3 ambassadors under her, 2 of which who want to work and develop their own business. So I'm going to put Heather and her 2 people in a chat, and I'm going to be helping them with that accountability and follow up with it within that chat. So it's really going to be you guys who have team that are in the silver group to take it one step further and provide that encouragement and accountability in these smaller messenger threads. And then when we do that, hopefully they will copy that when they are adding new team members, and they'll do the same thing. That's really what my thinking is. So I think that about sums it up. Oh, the other part is that hopefully, obviously we're using the shopping event, but all of the the reaching out and the new messaging and the learning to post on Facebook, all of that needs to happen this next week so that they start inviting to the shopping event. And then that last week of the month is really on follow-up and getting people to make a purchase or join through the shopping event. So those are all my thoughts. And I'm back to work. I've been in meetings all day, every day, all week. So we'll just see how this goes.
We're going to do it. We're going to do it. I'm going to help you. Yeah. And I think that that's a great idea too. If you are not hitting silver every month and you want the extra boost, or maybe sometimes you just lose a little bit of momentum, like what do I do next? This would be a great opportunity to hit super silver. I say join in and come back and try it again and see where you land, because I think it's a great opportunity. It's probably going to be a good refresher course as well, and kind of maybe boost you a little bit, in your daily IPA and stuff like that too as well. So that's really important. And also, I just love the idea of empowering you guys, because this is not about each one of our leaders. It's about empowering each one of us because anything is possible. We can all do this. And it starts with silver. We were all silver once, right? So I think that that's really, really huge. So jump on that, jump in there with your new ambassador so you can kind of see what they're doing. There could be some accountability there. It's a really good opportunity. And if you need the link, maybe I'll have Joy post it again tonight so you can add yourself to it, or we can add you, or you can let us know. Maybe I'll post it underneath this when I post the YouTube link for this. So that I'm really, really excited about. Really, really, really try to get your people in that group, because I think the more interaction, the more community there is, it's going to be more successful. So that's really good. So the next thing I want to talk about is your goals. If you have not posted your goals either on anybody's page, you got to write them down. You have got to write your goals down. It's huge. It's important. If you have not, if your goal is just to maybe get back to 500 PV this month, you need to write it down. If your goal is to go silver, you need to write it down. If your goal is to hit ruby, you need to write it down. And it needs to be a place where you can see it, where you won't forget it. Because what we have going on right now this month with the shopping event, the corporate incentives, with the silver group, everything is here at your disposal to meet those goals. So how are you going to use them to reach those goals? That's the question you need to ask yourself. Okay, well, if I want to hit gold, then I definitely need to get some people to silver. So I'm going to take advantage of that silver group. I'm going to get some of my people in there, and we're going to do this together. I'm going to go super silver, and they're going to go silver, and that's going to help me meet my goals, which helps everybody. It helps your team. It helps them feel like they've done something amazing. They've hit that first rank. So looking at the shopping event, I want 500 PV, so I better get starting inviting people, right? Because I want to have some new customers. I need some new blood, and that will get me leaders retreat credits, because I need 300 leaders retreat credits this month. So start looking at what is available to you, and look at what we're doing, look at what you need to do and what you need to accomplish, and start drawing those connections. It's going to be huge. If you need help with that, reach out to your upline. This is where my brain. Reach up to your upline. I can't even talk right now. Upline, and say, this is where I need to go. Can we form a plan? Can we form a strategy? And I've been doing that with a lot of you guys this week. A lot of the leaders that I have, to kind of say, this is what we have. What are your goals? How are you going to use these to reach them? And I want you guys to come up with your own plan, because it doesn't do me a lot of good. Go, do this, do this, do this. I'm going to turn my light back on. Which of course I have tons of ideas, but I also want you guys to know that you're capable of doing it. So that is huge. So get your goals written down. Utilize what we have going on to reach them. It's kind of what, and we can talk about that, with some questions in a minute. The last thing I want to talk about, and then I'm going to open it up, is follow-up. Follow-up is going to be imperative this month. And well, it's imperative every month, but follow-up is going to be huge this month, because we got a lot of people active. And if you do not know this, we had a 522-point jump from June to July. And that's about 100 and something people. Now, we added a lot of people in June, so that was part of that. But you guys, we got a lot of people back last month. And we added some people that got active too as well. But we need to look, every single one of you needs to be looking at your downline and going, okay, who are my iffy people? Who are my consistent people? Definitely following up with them. But who are my iffy people who jumped back on the products? Are you reaching out to them? They probably have them by now. Are you working with them? Are you making sure that they're taking them? Are you making sure they're taking them correctly? Are you asking them all those questions? How much water are you drinking? How are you feeling? How's your sleep? What changes have you noticed? If you are not asking those questions, if you are not following up with your people, they will drop off as soon as they came back. And we all know that. We've all seen that. And that's not where I want to go anymore. That's not the team we are anymore. So following up is going to be imperative. You are making a plan with them. You are following up with them every few days, especially at the beginning if they got the triplex for the first time and they haven't taken the new slim. Sometimes people have different forms of diet. You need to be prepared for that and be asking them those questions so they're not like, oh, I'm having these issues. And then they're not talking to anybody. We're like, this stuff sucks. And then they don't take it anymore. When we know that it's actually working, if they're having some stuff going on down in other regions, then, we know that it's working. So if you are not following up, you are doing yourself a disservice, you're doing your team a disservice, and you're doing that ambassador a huge disservice. So it is really, really imperative that you're working with those people. Also, like I mentioned before, those people that we had to help get active last month, that we did a lot of incentives for, those people that just bought a bag of Slim, those people, we had a lot of those. And I was like, 71 PV! We helped them get active. We helped them purchase other things. Our follow-up needs to be as if they're going to continue purchasing those things. Our follow-up needs to be like, well, how do you like that accelerator? How are you incorporating block into that? Or, oh, how do you like Vital Biome? I mean, how has that changed? Are you enjoying that every single day? So next month when we set up your convenience order, this. So you need to be, what I'm saying is like, assume that they are going to stay active and assume they're going to stay on those products. That's where our follow-up is going to be key. It's going to be huge. If they have added products on last month to get active, we want them staying on them because number one, it's going to be better for them. If they're not just having the Slim, if they added in the triplex or if they added in block, if they added in X Factor Plus with something else, we want to know how they're feeling so they stay on the products. So it is imperative and key that you are looking at your downline and seeing all those people who helped us out last month and they are your top customer. You are going to make sure that they are on it and in it to win it. And you're also going to tell them that if they are in it to win it, they can get into the shopping event for free, especially if they're inconsistent. And if they remain active, they're going to be in on those prizes. So making sure that they stay active is key. Maybe even getting their convenience order set up. And so you look at when they ordered and you say, oh, okay, so they ordered on the 27th. So you're going to call them up, see how they're doing, and say, okay, so I don't want you guys to ever run out of products. So it'd be really good to set up our convenience order on the 25th. Assume they're setting it up. Don't be shy. This is huge. This is better for them, right? This is good for them if they remain on our products, correct? So if we're shy about the convenience order, then guess what? They're not going to set up, or it's going to pass, and they'll be like, whatever. So if we're following up and right now and we go, oh, okay, let's make sure we set up your convenience order for this. And if you have too much BioCleanse, I definitely recommend X Factor Plus. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to keep you active because I want you to get on these drawings at the end of the month. Is that making sense? Follow-up is key, and we can't be shy about it anymore. We're always like, and I get it. I'm the same way. I'm like, I have a few people that don't turn on their convenience order, and I have to hound them like dogs. It's a pain in the butt. But I don't let those people go, though, because it's really important to me that, number one, they stay on the products and they're consistent, and number two, that they're active because that's what they signed up for, right? With that $34.95. Let's see what else. I talked about that, coming up with a plan with those people, working individually with them, maybe setting up a calendar with them as far as what they're doing with their products and when you need to check in with them throughout the month, making sure they know about the shopping events. And yeah, that's pretty much all I have on follow-up. So follow-up is going to be absolutely key. And if you have team members right here that are not on this, I really ask you guys to make sure that they know how important follow-up is. I might even go live on the page in the next couple of days to talk about that, just how important it is, especially the month after. And especially with people going for Ruby and people going for senior gold and people going to re-rank to gold or to get to gold. It is going to be huge that our follow-up is key. So with that, I am going to unmute everybody. If you are ridiculously loud, Not that I don't love you. Let me see if I can unmute everybody and just mute yourself. If that's you and you're loud, then just unmute yourself. Okay, there. So I just want to know what are some thoughts, what are some questions that anybody has regarding either the shopping event, the corporate incentives, Silver and Seven group. Any thoughts? Or nothing?
I have a question. It's Pam.
Yeah. Hey, Pam.
So the brand new ambassadors that just signed up just like a few days ago, they're not eligible for anything on the shopping event as far as prizes?
I was thinking about that too, because I was like, if they're, I don't know, what are your thoughts on this, Joy? If somebody literally signed up on the 31st,
Me.
as opposed to somebody on the 1st, I don't know. What are your thoughts?
I don't know. I mean, putting their name in a drawing is not that big of a deal.
If there's somebody who is wholesale, I say they're fine. If it's somebody who's going for the business, then I say they should invest the $10. Use your discretion. You know what I'm saying? Like if it's somebody who's iffy and you're like, and it might incentivize them to stay active. I'm not gonna make this hugely like put this out on like Dare to Be a Diamond, but I think use your discretion on that. If somebody's really wanting to invest, maybe go silver this month, I say invest $10. Invest that $10 in your business, and it's a write-off.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Yeah. What else?
Go ahead and put on a movie if you need to. No, out loud.
Oh my gosh, took you forever, huh?
Anybody else have questions?
I have a question about the shopping.
Yes.
Yes. No. So you're not actually buying anything on that event. You would actually go in and like I bought the first things. I set myself up. Is that how people buy things, or can they buy things through the shopping?
Well, so they will buy through the ambassador that invited them.
Okay.
So like you would get like, you know, you would invite 4 or 5 people and more. I say invite the world, actually, to be honest with you. The more the merrier. And we would have, and we'll be giving them instructions too. It's pretty step by step. So when the event is over, we'll like whatever products you want to purchase, go to the ambassador who invited you and through their website. And then we will be purchasing all the prize stuff, and that will be sent individually.
Okay.
Does that answer your question?
Yep. Thank you.
Yeah. I can't figure out where the screaming's coming from.
It was mine. Sorry.
Oh, geez, Joy. Any other questions or clarifications I can make about Amy?
I feel like there's 2 things that, like when Pam asked her question, I thought it was, maybe I misunderstood. I thought she was asking about prizes, but then you talked about paying. And I guess my understanding with paying is the only people that aren't paying, like we should all be paying as ambassadors unless you've been inactive for a while. You're trying to get someone kind of active again. They've been inconsistent. You say, come to this, invite your friends, blah, blah. But they wouldn't get into any contests unless they ordered like 100 people. Were you saying that? Or was that just?
Yeah, I mean, if their convenience order is set, it's not really for them specifically. Like if they're going to be, but this is trying to bring people back into the fold, as well as keep those people who are inconsistent consistent. Oh, my computer's my light here right now. So I hope that makes sense. Yeah. So if somebody's like their convenience order is set for the 26th of every month, you know, if they want to get in on it, what they do is they invite people, you know what I mean, and try to make some money out of it. Yeah. I'm sorry if that wasn't clear.
But the people who are entering for prizes, once they've got in there, are just people like prospects who go in order or, right?
Yeah. New ambassadors, new customers, inactive ambassadors. Those are the people that are in the prizes.
All righty.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have a question. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. You probably already answered it, but I got a little busy here. My question is, I have level 1s that are inconsistent, like 25 PV. They can get invited to the shopping event for free. They do not have to do a buy-in.
They do not need to do the buy-in. Like I know, like Natasha, I think she's one of yours that has like 25 PV. She does not need to pay the buy-in. But if she comes and orders 100 PV, then she can get into the drawings, yes.
Perfect. And then she also can invite her downline, which is inactive right now, for free. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. My thought about that right now is we want to help build their businesses. And if this is an opportunity for somebody who's inactive to come back, then I'm all for it.
Perfect. Thank you.
Anybody else? Any clarifications on the corporate stuff, the shopping event, the silver group?
Me.
Yes. Hello, my dear.
Hi. And I'll message you.
What?
I said I'll just message you later because it's bird and it flew away.
Oh. I had it.
I had it. It was right there. And then
it's gone.
And then kids.
I do that all the time. When you think of it, just message me.
I will. Thank you.
What costume do you want?
Oh no. See?
Mommy, ask her what costume she wants.
No, stop.
Anybody else? Questions? Clarifications? Definitely, you guys, I've looked at each one of, you guys have a lot going on each one of your pages, and it's really cool to see. And it's a good problem to have, to be like, there are so many things going on in each one of your pages, and I love it. I absolutely love it. Like, I'm seeing stuff on Joy's page, and on Katie's page, and Julie's page, and it's just, and Jory and Crystal's page, and it's just so great to see so much going on, and just taking charge of your own teams. It's just been really cool to see. So keep doing that. I would ask that you kind of relay this kind of the team stuff to them as much as possible. Oh, one other thing. As we put out information about the shopping event, my thought is that if you guys could just put, kind of do a replay onto your own pages, like with what we did with all the sample messages, put those out on your pages as well. Any live video that we do regarding the shopping event, that's probably going to start on the DARE page, and we're all going to be disseminating that on everybody's pages, so everybody gets the same amount of information, and it's uniform across the board. So just make sure that you are helping out your team and getting all the right information out to your team as you can. It doesn't have to be immediate, within 24 hours or so, get that information to your team, because that event's going to be coming up on us just in a couple of weeks, so 2.5 weeks ago. We want to get as many people there and added to the page as possible. So that would be something that would be a huge favor for me. Cool. Anything else that I can chat about?
No.
Nothing? You guys are looking at and staring at me like,
thank you.
You're welcome. I'm so glad you're here. You're brand spanking new. That's pretty awesome. I'm really excited. So, okay, guys, I'm just going to close this in prayer really quick. I like to pray. I'm going to talk to Jesus. And then I'm going to actually mute people while I do that. I'm just going to close this out really quick because I'm really excited to see what this month is. I'm just kind of want to pray over Emily too, and Amy, because they have their month's going to be kind of like ours. They're going to be making those kind of jumps, the same kind of jump we have. So I just want to pray for them, and that will be that. I'll close this out. All right. God, thank you so much for this team. I thank you so much for what you did last month. It was all you 100%, because we had no business making 500-point jump, God, but you made it happen. And I'm just so thrilled and honored and humbled by this whole experience. I thank you so much for this team. I thank you so much for each person that is here. I thank you so much for each person that isn't here and who's going to get this information later. And I just ask, God, that you just lay your hand on us, a blessing. I ask, God, that you give us boldness to share these amazing products that are seriously life-changing. I pray, Lord, that you, those goals that we have in our hearts and our minds, that we will write them out with boldness, and that we'll get them or get as close to them as we possibly can. I ask, God, that your hand on these incentives, that people are motivated by them, and it can help their family financially, and just makes me so happy when people's lives are changed because of this awesome business and these amazing products. I pray, God, for those people who are going for big promotions. I pray specifically for Amy and Emily going for Sapphire. They are amazing leaders. I'm so excited for them. And I just pray that you just make this month amazing for them and successful, and that they just will find favor in that. I pray for Joy, who's going for Ruby. She's got a big job in front of her, Lord, but I know that her team loves her and supports her. And I just thank you so much for that camaraderie and that unity, and that you will just find favor on them. And Lord, just other promotions that are going on. I'm thinking of Jory and Crystal and all those silvers and those people trying to get to gold, like Susie and Alicia, and other people are trying to get to gold right now. And Inez, I pray, God, that this is just an amazing month where we are sharing these products with just that we are with courage, and that we have no reservation at all about what we do, and at all, because you've all called us to this. And I thank you so much for that. I ask just for us to have a great rest of our evening. In your name I pray. Amen. All right. Have a great rest of the night, unless there's anything else. Anything else? All right. Bye, you guys. Have a good day.
Down into the right of way. Last time I checked, sounds